What's up guys, Romsicle here, back with another video. So in the beginning of this year, I showed you guys how to make DIY soul shields for a fraction of the cost in comparison to something like Rejuvenator's branded soul shields. You can check that video right here. So today I'm going to be showing you guys the results of those same soul shields after 17 wears, checking the condition of the souls, and showing you how to fix any kind of issues that may have occurred. Just a reminder that my DIY soul shields consists of clear vinyl wrap that cover 100% with massive grip tape spots that cover most of the outsole. Since that DIY video, I've worn my Yeezys a total of 17 days. And by days, I mean whether I wear it for 2 hours during the day or 8 hours during a day, that is still considered one day, so keep that in mind. I don't run in my Yeezys, I only walk on cemented sidewalks and carpeted flooring, so damage and dirt are at a minimum amount. So let's get right into the results of these soul shields. So obviously the soles are super dirty right now, but the first thing you may notice is how the grip tape is now basically worn out to the point that it looks like it's about to fall off the shoe at any time. And I'll start off by looking at the damages first. The grip tapes are worn out and have much less traction than it did when I first applied it on. On the forefoot, you can see how the edges are curling in due to dirt getting into the sides, no matter how flush you stick it on in the beginning. The grip tape has already torn to the point that the vinyl wrap underneath has become exposed, and you can see the bumps from the sole itself. This makes sense since those bumps would be the main contact when it hits the floor, regardless of a sole shield, while the gaps wouldn't have much contact, and you can see that here. However, the vinyl wrap underneath has not been punctured at all. But with more wear, it will definitely tear the clear vinyl underneath, and seeing this is an absolute sign that you need to replace your soul shields, or else the shields are gonna rip, get the soles dirty, rendering the shields useless. But overall, most of the grip tape is still intact and I still get grip when I'm walking in them. Moving to the heel, this is where most of the wear is happening. As you can see, the grip tape has basically been flattened out by the gravel on the ground and just from constant wear, despite it only being worn 17 times. The sides have the same dirt curling as the forefoot, and underneath there's no damage, and I'll show you guys in a bit. However, this is where the only damage in the sole shield has occurred for me. Right underneath where I put the heel grip tape, there are two big holes made by the sole's bumps. I walk with the heel toe motion and I don't drag my feet, and my shoes do not scrape the ground whatsoever because I think it sounds terrible, and if you do that, it doesn't make you look cool, by the way, it just ruins your soles faster. Because the heel is the point of contact that gets attacked the most from the ground, this is the clear issue that's happened. I didn't put the grip tape low enough to protect the heel portion. Had I put it lower or made the grip spot bigger, this would have not been a problem. But I didn't, so the vinyl wrap underneath has been torn and the naked sole has been exposed and has clearly started to yellow a bit. I'm not sure if the camera can show this properly, but the exposed sole spots have actually started to become rough because there was no protection and it's supposed to be smooth out of the box. However, every other spot on the shoe is completely the same as the dead stock pair, with no signs of roughness or discoloration. In order to show you guys the true protection power of these DIY soul shields, I'm going to remove the soul shields and let you guys see for yourselves. I'll start off by pulling only the grip tapes off so you can see what's happened to them. They're basically worn and torn to the point that they're no longer a single piece, but multiple pieces with gaps, which isn't good for protection. It's not as bad on the heel as it is on the forefoot because you can barely take a piece off without tearing it away. And the vinyl wrap underneath is still really healthy and stretchy and practically untouched. But let's see what the soles are really like when we pull the whole thing off. Get ready for some ASMR satisfying action. Okay, you can probably already see the difference after pulling it apart. The sole is almost literally dead stock besides the 2 torn holes at the bottom, and this is why we use sole shields, so that you can protect your soles, and if you want to sell it later after wearing them, you can do so because the condition is still pretty damn good. It's also the same color as it was out of the box, and this is a testament that my 100% sole shields are totally perfect for protecting your soles from yellowing and dirt. So literally the only problem that has occurred with these sole shields are the 2 holes that have torn, all because of improper placing of the grip tape. And it was my first time, so errors happen. It happened to my shoes, but now I can tell you guys how to fix it so it doesn't happen to your shoes, which is totally fine with me. And if you think about it, if my large grip tape spots couldn't protect the shield from ripping like that, can you imagine the quality the Rejuvenator kits have? They literally have 2 small rectangles for grip, and it's basically rendered useless because it has no protective properties like mine. So I can firmly say mine lasts longer and protects way more of the shoe than the Rejuvenator stuff does. Alright, so let's get into how to fix it, and there's going to be 2 versions of this. The first version is for those who don't have any vinyl wrap left to create a brand new shield. If you don't have any vinyl wrap left but you still have the grip tape, you can use your heat gun to slowly pry away the old grip tape and place the new ones on. Make sure that when you're prying the grip tape away, you don't tear the vinyl underneath because you still need that protective barrier. As for the 2 holes, you want to get some isopropyl alcohol and wipe it down, and then lay down a large piece of grip tape to cover the heels and the spots. We're going to be using the same stencils we made in the tutorial to make our grip. And like I said in that video, this part is very flexible and you can make it as big or as small as you'd like. But considering the potential damage made by just walking, a bigger piece will definitely help you out in the long run. The second way is the best way, and it is to completely remove the old sole shield and reapply the vinyl and the grip tape. You're always going to want to prep the sole again with isopropyl alcohol to remove any dirt that might be visible. So in our case, that would be the 2 damaged spots on the heel, as well as the shoe tip, where there was a pretty obvious line between the protected and the unprotected sole. But with a few wipes, it's basically unnoticeable unless you're super up close. And now that we know where to put the grip tape, I'm going to place the heel grip much lower, basically to the edges, and using the heat gun to keep it in place. And this will protect the heel from being destroyed again. For the forefoot, you can do as you did before. You could also double down on the grips, making 2 layers of grip tape, but it's really up to you. If you routinely check the condition of your sole shields from time to time, then there should be no issue of your sole shields breaking apart and ruining your potentially dead stock soles. And here's a sound test of used sole shields versus a brand new application of them. So that's pretty much it when it comes to the longevity of these sole shields. After 17 wears of my first application of sole shields, there were only 2 holes of damage on the heel because there was no grip tape protection. And the forefoot was worn down to the bumps of the vinyl wrap, but not torn, which is great. So the TLDR of this video, keep the 100% vinyl coverage for the base, and put large grip tapes all the way to the heel edge so it doesn't get destroyed. Everything else is pretty much good to go. That's been it. Hope you guys found this video resourceful so you don't make a mistake on your own sole shields whether you make it or buy it. And if you want to make it, links are going to be in the description down below and it really helps me out. Thanks for watching once again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.